脱獄するぜ相棒。
Why, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Trying a different mic setup today. If I'm too loud or too quiet, you let me know. Welcome in, Bree. Welcome in, Viv. Long time no see, my dude. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Okay, I am bouncing. It's just very subtle. Also, are those clouds fish? Are they supposed to be fish? Is that like a weird quirk of certain houses, or does every house have fish smoke in this game? Okay, so why am I streaming at 10:30 p.m.? Well, a few reasons. One, Animal Crossing New Leaf was always gonna be I wonder if I can set 2 buttons for this because that feels kind of odd. Let's see. A nighttime chill game. Hey, Spy Mushroom, thank you for the feedback. Because yeah, it's not a game that's like, can I set multiple buttons? I don't know if it'll let me. Oh yeah, I can. I haven't done this yet. That's why. There we go. Okay. So I have never. I played Animal Crossing Wild World when it was out. Probably a little bit after when it came out, but I did have it. And yeah, I loved it. It was great. It was vibes, you know. So I feel right at home jumping into New Leaf. And from my research, New Leaf is kind of maybe like the perfect Animal Crossing for me. I did try Horizons, but the thing about Horizons is, it doesn't have. It's very crafting based and it's very slow progression. And I understand that they're slow games, but I've never been a big fan of crafting. Crafting's like, I feel like crafting is in too many games, you know? So when they added crafting, I wasn't excited. I was kind of disappointed. But on the flip side, it was cool they added, you know, landscaping and stuff. That was pretty cool. So, you know, maybe I'll come back to that someday. But for now, I think, here, let me turn this up a tiny bit. I think we'll try New Leaf. This is kind of like the best of both worlds, from what I hear. and like maybe the pinnacle of the series potentially. So yeah, let's hop in. Gonna try a slower kind of. I think I've seen this intro before. I can't remember where. A bit of a slower stream in terms of like, you know, everything's go 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 right now. You know what I mean? That's the world we live in. It's like constant stimulation, super fast paced. Everything has to be now, you know. And I realized, I was thinking about it and I was like, man, people really aren't stopping to enjoy life these days, you know? Myself included. I'd be skipping through YouTube videos to get to the juicy bits. I don't watch a ton of streams for that same reason. When I do, I watch like highlights or I skip through the VODs. You know, it's like just you know, slow down a bit and actually enjoy the moment, the journey. So I'm gonna turn my fan on. Hopefully that won't pick up, but we'll see. I'll put it like over here. It is a bit warm in here. 10:31, close enough. Oh, it's right. Oh, good. You are more than welcome to sit next to me, sir. My name? Okay, we have to do this with the stylus. That's fine. Okay, is it too quiet? No, I should be fine. Cute, right? I know, right? Oh, I have to name the town as well. I haven't even been to the town yet. We're already naming it. Well, our theme for this stream is like slowing down and talking about, you know, reflecting on life and stuff. We need like a name that reflects that, you know? So, how about... Echo Bay. You know, because, you know, you say something or you think something and it echoes for your mind kind of thing. Or you get to reflect on that because you repeat it over and over again like an echo. Uh-huh. Right, so we can take a look here. Let me switch the maps. Or not the maps, the screens rather. Let's see, what do we want to have as our main town? We got some beach. This feels kind of, I don't know, everything's in one place, but then there's this one random guy. I kind of dig it, but at the same time I don't. See what else we can get. No, I don't like that one either. What is this random plaza for? I guess that's building something? I don't know. This is train station, I'm assuming. I don't know what this is. Town hall, maybe, the purple thing. No, I think we can do better. Definitely not. Oh, we only get so many, huh? Are they all preset or are these random? Am I getting like just the pure luck? I think we might go with this one then, the first one, after all. I kind of like this guy being on his own, you know. I kind of dig that vibe in the dock and like the nice beach. I've never been. Oh, let me switch the screen as well. I'm moving. I'm sure I'll be fine. Lucky, huh? Echo Bay Station. You got on the train and you didn't know Echo Bay was a thing? Where are you going? We should have really be asking that. 2002? Was he in the game in 2002? Like on the GameCube? The original like introduction character? I've got a bunch of topics I want to chat about, but let's enjoy the intro first. So I don't get to customize my character, huh? Is that the default female character? Or is it random? You're confused. I'm not the mayor. Wait, you're confused. Oh, wait. Okay, so the purple building is Town Hall. Oh. These are the kind of villages I feel like, yeah, looking at that dog, it's alright. That people would like reset their town just to get better ones. But you know what, guys? I will give you the love you deserve. You're welcome in my town. Everyone's welcome. Alright, we gotta go to Town Hall, that's right. Isabel's gonna follow me around otherwise. So I know, I have a vague idea of the kind of mechanics in this game. Like you be the mayor and you, I don't know exactly, you like fund things or something? I don't know. Am I canonically like 12 or something? That's okay. Where do I want to live? I didn't really think that far through. Also, let me have a look at this plaza. The plaza gonna... Okay, so there's... Oh, okay. There's something going on here. Like maybe we plant a big tree or something. And what is this arrows thing? Retail. Taking a break now, please. Okay, so this is where I sell stuff, maybe? Hello. So I was thinking to myself earlier today. It's been a very slow day. I've just been kind of... Okay, we got a pear village, I see. I was thinking about banter and like, you know, serious conversation and stuff like that. And I was thinking, you know, whose house is this? I don't actually know anyone's name yet. I was thinking, is it normal? Oh, we haven't met you before. Yo, nice claw machine. Is this always rigged? Also, the clocks work in this game, that's cool. Yeah, but I was just thinking, like, how real are streamers with their audience, right? If you look at the top streamers, I wouldn't say that much. And it doesn't just apply to streaming either. It applies to friendships as well. Most of the time, people don't treat friendship as like the Hollywood, you know, movie, TV kind of version is like, oh, you support each other, you know, like anime, like any real version of media is like, oh, you support each other, you help each other through their troubles. But then like you look at actual friendships and stuff, at least in modern day, and it's not really like that at all. You know, it's mostly like yeah, you know, if a friend's going through a tough time, you'll be there for them, but not in the sense that like most people don't like talk about their feelings. They're just like, help me forget for a bit, and you know, they just fuck around and you know, like that's the accepted thing to do. Also, why is... Oh, that's the... I see. And I just find that interesting. Let's do some scouting. I'm considering putting my house over here somewhere, or down by the beach. How much room would I have if I'm like by this bit? I could put it like here, but it's surrounded by trees. I'd have to chop them down. Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere good on this side to put my house that's like not kind of crowded. What you doing? Oh, I thought they were holding a stick, and I was like, wait, but they're looking the other way. No, that's the tail. Oh, you could shake rocks. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. But yeah, and like, you know, obviously, like with your streaming or what have you, you don't want to get too deep out of nowhere, you know, like, but at the same time, just like general thoughts like the ones I'm showing right now aren't really harmful, you know. And I don't know, is it that people prefer their streamers to be like, you know, or their friends or what have you, to be like non-human, you know what I mean, like more of like a character? Or is that a preference thing? Also, I accidentally ruined some flowers earlier and I'm very upset about that. I need to get some more flowers eventually. We have a lot of dirt patches down here. Maybe I will put my house by that river bit. I don't know if I like that though. What about down the other side of here? Is there enough room to put a house like here? This wouldn't be a bad place for a house, I guess. Kind of my own little sheltered corner of the village. Yeah, maybe. I'll see how it looks, I guess. But yeah, just I was just thinking about that. Because, you know, I've met a lot of people when I've been streaming. I've met like so many people, and even before I was streaming, the reason I got into streaming was because of like because of someone I met. Multiple people actually ended up pushing me into streaming. There was one person I know who used to push me to play COD. I didn't really want to play COD at the time, but that was like the only game he liked. And he was like saving his highlights and stuff, and I thought, you know what, rather than doing that, I might as well just stream. So I streamed a bunch of COD shit at one point, even though I'm not like a COD person, and I wasn't like, the gameplay wasn't anything spectacular, you know. But then I stopped like after that. It was very like erratic, right? But that was the first time I streamed, and then the second time there was a friend who I've actually played with on this channel a few times, Mr. Speaker. I met him, and he asked me if I'd be okay with playing some games while he's streaming. And I thought, well, you know, if he's gonna stream anyway, I'm gonna be in streamer mode, and I might as well, I might as well just go ahead and stream myself. And then I started streaming, and you know, here we are, like 3 years later, which is crazy because I don't feel like it's been 2 years, but it's been longer than I think, I guess. Every time we get to the next year, I'm going to be thinking, oh yeah, it's year 2. Because it doesn't compute, you know? Why are you so slow? No. Okay, I think I can visualize that. I remove rocks or buildings, yeah. But can get rid of trees. This would be a good place for a house, right? It's in the corner. Has a beautiful waterfall behind. I think I would, yeah. I see, okay, what about down here? Like here. Yo, that's so nice. Look at that. That's a vibe. We'll have to move the tree. Like, it's nice having a tree, but like not in front, like to the side would be better. But that looks, look at that. Like the waterfall in the background. Perfect. Ta-da! It's gonna give me a tent for the low price of 300,000 bells. You could rent this tent. He's such a nice guy. Pomnick was ahead of his time on housing costs. Yeah, he's like the grandfather. Welcome in, Draco. He's the grandfather of impossible to purchase houses. The grandfather of the eternity mortgage. Truly a visionary. Yeah, he saw the future for sure. Can I emote in this game, or is that not only in like the next one? There you go, guys. I have furniture right now. See? I'm living it up. Apparently I only have socks and shoes. Also, the flowers didn't get destroyed surprisingly. They are in the way though. Oh, I would like to move, like, you know, it'd be nice to have flowers like here and here or something like that. That'd be nice. Pearl. Tell me, Draco, do you have friends who you talk to about serious things, or is it all banter? No? No friends? I see. Interesting. That wasn't the question though. No, but really, like, the people you talk to, you ever talk, like, about what's going on deep inside? Talk about your life choices, you talk about, like, you know, what's on your mind? Or is it like, here's this meme, now send me a meme type deal? Or, you know, you clown on each other, like banter style, you know? How did I go past the town hall? I got distracted already. As I said, no friends. Okay. Well, you know. So none of that? I see. Understandable. You know, friends are kind of overrated anyway. It's hard to find. You don't count us as friends? That's not a trick question, by the way. I think a lot of people don't have IRL friends anymore. You know, multiple different reasons for that. You know, like lockdown, social anxiety, the rise of the internet. The fact that everyone's kind of superficial about their life now, it's hard to connect to people. Which is probably why I get these streams where I just start talking about life, because, you know, where else am I going to do that? I can think about it, but you can only think about something so much before you want to let out some of the energy, you know? My birthday? I suppose I can tell you. Yes. I'm an autumn baby. The event plaza, huh? See, I am gonna plant a tree. You have any pets? Well, my mom has a cat, and I look after her a lot for her, so yeah, kinda. Almost every day I'm giving that cat a good petting, you know? Or playing with her, because no one else really gives her the time of day for playing. My mum's not as mobile anymore, so it's like more difficult for her to do that, and my sister doesn't really give a shit, so that leaves me. As a result, she likes me quite a bit. She comes up to me often. Whenever she wants to play, she'll come find me. Whenever she wants good pets, like good long pets, she'll come find me. And that's why oftentimes she'll just be sitting outside my room, and every time I come out, she'll stretch and be like, okay, it's time to interact. And I'll be like, please, I'm just bringing my plate down. What about you, Draco? So it's good that you mentioned that, actually, because that's a warm connection for me, if that makes sense. It's pure. There's nothing corrupting it. Do you know what I mean? There's no like, cats can be a little self-centered, but when I make her really happy, or when I see her being really curious about something, or you know, she's just excited to see me, it makes me happy, you know? That's something you don't get from friends. Think about getting a kitten. Cats are fairly easy to take care of. Yes. As long as they don't love eating plastic. This cat has been a bit mischievous, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I have a teddy bear. I'm not sure that's true, Superlord. Tell me, Superlord. When you talk to other people, is it banter or do you get real with them?
Where's your motivation?
Can I save without quitting? Save and continue. Second? You're not second either. You're I think well, unless besides lurkers, in terms of chatters, you're third, Draco. Which still isn't too bad, you know, you still get a medal. A nice bronze medal. You know, people don't think much of a bronze medal, but if I came out onto my webcam and was like, yo, check out this bronze medal I got for sprinting, you guys would be amazed. Think about it. All about perspective. A bronze medal is shit until you have one, you know what I mean? Or until you see someone you know that has one, and suddenly you start to think, wow, actually, that's kind of a big deal. Imagine not going silver. You know, I have to say, when it comes to silver and gold, I much prefer silver. But obviously gold is like U1, and that's the one you want to aim for, you know? You don't want to be getting it for aesthetic purposes. Same, hell yeah. But it's like, it's just so much shinier and nicer. Like, gold is nice, but it feels a bit tacky because of the way people use gold to flex, whereas silver is just nice without any of that baggage, you know what I mean? Oh, it's antibacterial, nice. Hear me out, first is the worst, second is the best. Copper? Oh, you mean it's antibacterial? Copper's very useful. It's useful and plentiful. It's honestly a goated metal. I'm guessing we can't go to anything because it's too late, right? Yeah. But what we can do is start grinding a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that technically, yeah. Back to the Future? Want me to like time travel and do it? Could do actually. Yeah, we're gonna keep a little diary, guys. How many words do I get? Beautiful. Oh, okay, you pick things up with that button. Okay. It's been a while. And also I'm on controller, so it's a bit different. Oh my goodness, don't do that to me. Oh hey, it looks up. You know what's nice about this game? Because the old game used to have a very big emphasis, and it was like, you know, it was back in like the peak of DS, right? So there was certain mechanics that were very dual screen focused, whereas in this one, most of the action is on the top screen, which is nice because makes it easy to come back to, you know. Because those consoles don't last forever, and can be hard to relive the moment when everyone's grifting your nostalgia, you know. Like all you want to do is relive a happy memory, but someone's trying to sell it to you for 10 times the original price. Yeah. And, you know, I have mixed feelings about it. There were games like Hotel Dusk Room 215, which is a game I considered streaming, by the way, but it's too dialogue heavy. That are basically impossible to play without dual screen. Like you could probably set up some kind of Really? How big are my pockets? Oh. Can I use the selling service yet? But yeah, what I was saying was you can stack them. Oh, why doesn't it do that by default? Thank you for that, that's actually huge. Okay, your stacks are 9. Is it because it's hard to like... No, because you can grab one, yeah, like why wouldn't it do that by default? That's silly. Curious. Go get the other pair then. That's good, even if I can't sell it right now, I can at least hold on to everything. Where was that pair I dropped? Row a pair, warrior. Oh yeah, there's 2 here. But yeah, it's similar actually with everything now. It doesn't even have to be nostalgia. Now that the scalper, like, you know, everything scalper peaked in 2020 and ever since then. And also like, was it around that time? Yeah, I guess that was the trigger, wasn't it? For it to become more mainstream. Started affecting graphics cards and limited edition amiibo. I mean, I guess amiibos was already a problem actually. And it's funny because the whole purpose of selling stuff is to provide a service, not to actively get in someone's way, you know? So it's one thing to resell a game that you owned for an increased price because people value it and because it's limited. Because, you know, obviously... yeah, let's make more space. Obviously, if it's not being made anymore and it's a physical copy, then fair enough, it has some value. But just rebuying something on release so that it'll be expensive doesn't provide value to anybody. So it kind of goes against the spirit of the system, you know? But whoever cared about that? Am I right? Nobody really cares about that. Yeah, man, you know what's really sad? I had all my GBA games. My mum would always tell me, make sure you keep the boxes and stuff so you can sell them one day. And I did. I kept all my GBA boxes. I kept them all mint condition. I kept my cartridges in good condition. And then I had a phase where I was getting rid of everything. And getting rid of stuff is fine. It's therapeutic and it's nice. But at that time, Game Boy Advance games weren't especially valuable. You know, you could make like maybe £5 a game back then. So I gave them all to a friend who loves Nintendo. A friend who backstabbed me about a year and a half later. So yeah. Sometimes I think back to that and I think, man, I basically gave one of the shittiest people in my life like a shit ton of money, assuming he kept them for long enough to sell them at the right time, you know? Like, do I regret it? Yes. Did we go to Vic's house? It's not here. Okay. But, you know, it's not like I'm aching about it every day. It's just something I remember sometimes when people talk about the prices. Yeah, I mean, they say nobody wants to work anymore. And you know, there's legitimate reasons for that, but man, I can't help but hear about scalpers and just think you are literally actually scum. I respect being unemployed much more than I respect being a scalper, because unemployed people aren't deliberately causing others grief, generally speaking. I won't say that's always the rule, because some people treat being unemployed as a job. Where they are actively trying to get as much money from other people as possible. But in terms of like, can I stack shelves? Yeah, I bet I can. Oh, okay, that's fine. But scalpers are like, people really want this, so let me just make it even more expensive for them, and basically rip them off. And that's like totally okay in their mind. It's like, yeah, that's the right thing to do, you know? Pretty much, yeah. And the thing is, like, Nintendo enables them as well. Not intentionally, I don't think, but Nintendo's always had a deliberate scarcity model to their games and stuff, so that people are more like intent on buying them sooner rather than later, which has worked well for them, and I won't shit talk them for it, you know. Fair enough, if it works, it works. But that makes it a lot easier for scalpers to buy up the whole market, of course, so. What do you mean? Oh, did I pick up that many that quickly? Didn't even notice. Haven't even seen how much the house is, and here I am. Already getting ready for it. I would be fishing and stuff, but obviously we can't do that until we can buy a rod. It is something I'll definitely invest in though. In a shovel. I think I'll sell fossils first. Yeah, I don't know why that's not a thing. That's a missed opportunity when you consider, like... I think it's just because the way they designed it, it's supposed to be like... Are you enjoying it? Yeah, I'm vibing. You know, I wanted to vibe and chat to you guys about life and stuff. So yeah, I'd say so. Yes, indeed. Although I am noticing some strange design decisions, but generally speaking, I'm having a lot of fun. Actually, fun is the wrong word. It's not like I'm having fun, it's that I feel the zen that I wanted to feel while playing. I'm vaguely amused, but like, oh, what is that? The perfect pair? Wow. That's what she calls mine. I mean, what? So anyway. Is that every pear tree? It might be. I took way too long to reach you guys. Way too long. Unfortunately for you, you can't bonk me or anything because I'm Fumo mode. I'm immune. Also, I'm trying not to get rid of open till 11 PM. Man, I just missed them. That's okay. If I drop the entire stack. Yeah, I can pick it up as a stack. Okay. No, you can't eat Brie, that's right, she's also immune. Playing OJ? You playing solo? Or are you playing with Kimmy or somebody? We went into Bangle's house, didn't we? Where's that bear live? I don't think we've talked to him yet. Oh, he's asleep. Sleepy bear. Wait, can I store stuff in here and it stays in here? Does anyone know? Like the rules here? Because this could be a useful stash box short term. Okay, I don't have any money yet, so kind of locked out doing stuff. Okay, we can't use the train station. Regardless. But I read somewhere there's some kind of island visiting thing. I think maybe at that dock maybe there'll be a way to travel to a special island called Tortimer's Island, and we can get stuff there. And that's how friendless people got different fruits and stuff back in the day, right? That's what it's for, I believe. You know, because if you guys don't know, if you get, I think it's like, I want to say it's like 5 times the price other fruit compared to your fruit. Like your native fruit will be like 100 bells and other ones are like 500. Oh, I can make some patterns. Okay, we definitely don't want this, so let's get rid of it. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what I want to paint yet, but I'll do whatever speaks to me. Let's try Bob Ross painting without watching Bob Ross. How difficult is it? Yeah, we want to make basic kind of hillside here. That's a significant departure in color though. I kind of already like it. Look at the t-shirt. I kind of dig that already, Loki. Let's get some nice blues out. Actually, let's have it be like darker out, you know, like a darker day. And we're gonna make a little stick right here. Gonna do the good old-fashioned Bob Ross way of making a tree. Okay, let's make this a different, you know, let's make that reserved for the trees then. We'll use this. It's gonna be a little flat looking, but we do have limited colors here. Yeah, there we go. You can add a bit of variance here like this. It's a bit more texture to it. There you go. Got a tree here, and we'll add maybe a little house. Make it out of a darker wood so it sticks out a bit more. Okay, and we're gonna add a little doorway. Some windows. And a roof. And what else do we need? Let's get some clouds in the sky. That one's gonna be covered mostly by the tree. Oops, let me... Okay, we're gonna get one undo. That's good to know. Okay. Maybe we'll do this, and then we need something down here to complete the painting. There's a little empty space here. Let's have that didn't quite go as I planned. Maybe like this. Can you guys tell what this is? The mole! It's a mole coming out of the ground. That doesn't work. What about? Yeah, that just looks weird. I Mr. Rossetti, that's right. True. There you go, that's my little Bob Ross painting. Yeah, I'll add a little bit of cloud here as well. And didn't use... Did we use this color? No, we didn't. Let's change this into this. Can make some pink flowers as well. What do you guys think? Am I an artist? Okay, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You know what? I think that's actually enough. It's good. I almost use my... Yeah, I'm afraid that's not going to work. Bob Rossetti. That's what my painting is called. There you go. Can't hang items on a tent wall. Okay, that's fine. Better than what I'd make? Thank you. You know, if you just put the time in, you take it seriously and just let your imagination go, maybe you could do better than you think. Oh, we should make another design actually for my t-shirt as well. Right now my t-shirt is this all the designs I get, by the way? There's not a lot. Here, we want to have... Oh, we can make like a hat. I see. Probably buy them, yeah. It's okay, I don't need this anyway, this one. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the one green pixel. No, not like this. There you go, fixed. Thank you. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm trying to make. I'm just trying to go with the flow and see what I come up with, you know. That's too big actually. I made that way too big. This is not going well. How about we start again? Let's just start again. You know what, I think I need a different canvas too. That's more like it. Shoot. Okay. If I made that further across, that would look quite nice actually. Hang on. Let's do this. Big. We go like here. Perfect. What do we think? Feels a bit too plain. We can definitely do more than this. How about... Okay, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Let's get more light pink in here. Oops. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. I don't like that. What about brighter red? We go like here to here. No, that just looks out of place. Pixel art master artist, that's right. Welcome in, Nakiro. I'm trying to make a nice shirt because I can't buy any right now, so I gotta get creative, you know. I already made a Bob Ross painting. Now we're trying to make something. I think this might do actually. Let's save this for now and see what it looks like on. Hey, that looks pretty nice. I like that. Then we want to display this. Painting. Okay. Yeah. Even in Wild World, that's one of my favorite things about Wild World is you could make your own stuff. It's not much, but it's home, you know? This is the painting that I made. It's a bit blurry. But you're never really supposed to see the game this close up, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Hey, the shirt looks nice. It looks a lot better when it's on rather than super zoomed in. So I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, we did good. My only problem now is everything is closed. I'm considering time travel. Hey, apple juice, welcome in. But I'm not sure. A little time travel among friends, am I right? A classic poop design. Could wear a poop hat. Yo, hello. I just got on. I just made a couple. I made this shirt. And I put a picture up as well. Oh, you did? Nice. I don't know if there's any villages that I know, because I played Wild World. I don't know if there's Wild World villages in this. I guess we'll find out. I'm broke, guys. I got no money. No money. Bingo bongo, dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong. Why am I reading this? And what are you saying? What you trying to say? What's my favorite villager? I'm not sure I really have one because I didn't get too attached to my villagers, and if I did, I didn't really remember their names. I think there was one called Apollo, who was like an eagle. I think I had him at one point. I don't really remember. It's been a long time. No. Ooty-doo. Indeed I will. Oh, I see. How did you make your avatar? You know, this is only a PNG actually, but I drew it. I drew this avatar picture thingy. But I actually have a full VTuber model. I'm just not using it right now because I'm in a low light room trying to let some air in, and I'm just trying to be chill. You know, nothing. You know, I'm trying to be less. What's the word? I don't want to overstimulate today. I'm gonna be like chill. How did you make the mouth open and close? I made 2 pictures. One with the mouth open, one with the mouth closed. In fact, I also have one where she blinks, but I'm not using the program that I would normally use for that. I'm just using Fujitech, which is an online only thing. So, actually, do I have? No, you can't do. You can't do blinking on Fujitech. It's cool, thank you. You're making me want to show you my VTube avatar now, but I don't know if it would be really buggy. Here, let me show you for a brief moment at least. I'll give it a moment to boot up. I don't think it's going to capture me very well because I'm in the dark, but we'll see. Boot up. That's not too bad actually, it even sees me blinking. We could play with this for a little bit actually. Yeah, I start out big, typically because that's how I intro the stream. I go to big screen. How are you doing today, Maz? I hope you're doing good. That was an interesting chat we had earlier. I'm not sure why you randomly started talking about Russell T Davies. Like, bro, like you are a little bit behind on the news. Also, what is this? Why does this exist? Does this ever open up, or is this just like a debate? They bounce? What bounces? What bounce? News to me, I'm behind on the news. Oh, is it an online thing? I see. Does open up, but I don't know what it's there for anymore. Oh. Wanted to walk on the tracks. I should have known better. Shouldn't do that. That's dangerous. Can't be doing that. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll try and travel. Since I'm live, I wouldn't normally do that. I would just wait, but I'm not ready to end the stream. I barely began, really. Didn't take into account the fact that everything would be closed, so let's head home and save and quit, and we'll fast forward to the morning. I always played on the tracks as a child. When I was sick, because if chicken soup can help you feel better, then how much better would be playing chicken? Is that a joke? I hope you're joking. Don't play on the tracks, it's dangerous. Okay, can I configure... offset the time by... let's see. 12 hours. Okay, that's good. They have a function for this on my thingy. Hey, maybe you were more reckless as a kid, you know? We wait 12 hours, it'll be 11 a.m. Make it 13 so everything is definitely open. Let's also switch my birthday to my actual birthday. And why am I in the United States? Reason. Yeah, here's the annoying thing about my country. It can be under 3 different letters, which is very annoying. Does my country not exist? There it is. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, this is my custom 3DS, and you definitely weren't supposed to see this. Don't worry about that. Hey look, it's daytime, guys. Isn't that lucky? I'm glad I didn't have to change my system clock. Also, we can go meet the bear now, finally. By the way, guys, this is your daily reminder that emulation is legal, but pirating ROMs is not. However, you can rip your own ROM and then emulate it, so... not illegal. Alright. It's that simple. No, somehow I don't think Spot for Pass is gonna do anything for me. That's what I do, yeah, I rip all my games and then I emulate so I can play them on the big screen. I gotta be really careful with the time travel or an angry mole will appear. Did she appear to me in my dreams or something? How did she say all that to me? I could just warn someone gets angry at you about time travel. If I go back in time, I think you'll get really angry. Could be wrong though. The one thing I heard, because I was looking into whether or not I should play this game or Wild World, is that retail is better for selling stuff. So let's go sell some stuff. You're allowed to rip anyone's ROM. Wow. Oh, we can set our own prices. Cioè, Matte. The land of the free man, Manzistan. What do you buy? In the Arctic? Sounds good to me. I probably should have done some tests. If I could sell to Tom Nook's kids. They look below your bed for sleeping. Nintendo ninjas might be hiding. Yeah, you know, like the... What's that noise? Oh, it's a sleepy llama. Have you ever seen that diagram of the ninja hiding under the snow with a dagger stuck up? What are these? Oh, I see. A bed, eh? Yeah, that's pretty cheap. The rest is meh. 7,500 and a bed, guys. We are winning. I wonder if I could list my picture. Probably not, right? Imagine though, I could live as an artist. I bought this for what, 120? I could sell it for 160. Wow. They work as a middleman and take a cut, so definitely sell it straight to retail then. Okay. Yep. I'm alright, I can figure it out. Yes. So shiny. What is this? A fortune cookie? Play coins? Guys, what are play coins? This is pay to win. Get a fortune cookie? How do I get play coins? I need to know that first. Reminder that Martin DeVie considered Antarctica as far north as Melbourne. Huh? What is this? I see. How would it work on a normal 3DS though? Oh. How many games had that as like a mechanic? I did have a 3DS, but I didn't play many 3DS games, so. Cyber Shades, damn. How much? I knew it would be super expensive. Fuck it. I gotta have it, guys. You don't understand. Okay, I'll get a lucky ticket then. Or a lucky, well, I guess, yeah, lucky ticket. Look who it is. Oh, I didn't even know she talked last time. I think she was just too busy to like even notice, you know? What's a pro design? Ah. I can make dresses. Maybe next time. No shoes, by the way. Yeah, they kind of iterated on top of it, so it's not surprising that there would be stuff, you know, that you would recognize. Certain characters are recurring, like the April sisters and Tom Nook. Although Tom Nook runs a real estate now instead of a shop, and his kids run the shop instead. I don't know if we care about getting a photo for our ID. Let's see if we can pay off our mortgage yet. Or if he'll tell me how much it's going to be. $10,000 bells. Quite a generous raccoon. Yeah, but this time he's like fully committed and had his own dedicated housing space. It looked like I could even buy different doors and stuff. Oh, I have to give him 10,000 bells before I even get my house. So you have to pay it off up front? That's new. Before, he would put you in insane debt and then be like, yep. Oh my god, guys. I can change the fences, dude. What is this? Ah, like the actual exterior and then the roof as well. Wow. Yo, guys, this is like, what is this? An exclusive exterior. Okay, it's like an all-in-one. You get a pink mailbox and everything, dude. Home Depot Nook. You almost had it. Almost. Okay, let's get to work. We got a job to do. Oh yeah, fortune cookie, thanks for reminding me. I almost left. I mean, I did leave, but we can go back immediately. Can't just plan how you want to build the exterior. Yeah, I can't do it ahead of time. So I get a basic house first. Hey Cyril, how was your stream? My first time playing New Leaf, but I have played a bunch of Wild World. So this for me is like upgraded Wild World so far. Right, it's this shop that we need. Although if you guys like my t-shirt, let me know and I'll tell you where I got it. Yes. Gimme. Anyway, I'm going back to Fumo mode. What's the Fumo day or something? I don't know. It inspired you, eh? To make like your house more... Wait, how do I give him the ticket? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I have to eat the cookie first. Whoopsie. I got a lucky ticket. You know, I was thinking about it a few weeks ago, but the only furniture I've chosen for myself that isn't just like things I already had is gaming stuff, like my chair, my PC, my keyboard, my mouse, you know, not really like furniture. Like even my lamp. I got this lamp with like a blue base. It used to have a Thomas the Tank Engine lampshade. And then I just swapped it out for a normal blue lampshade and now it's just like a standard lamp. But I've had that shit since like early childhood, like really early childhood. This old ass wardrobe that was a hand-me-down. Like, I never really thought about it, but it makes me realize what would my room look like if I was the one choosing the furniture, you know? A question mark block. Wow. That's kind of cool, I guess. Cookies. I know that sounds crazy because I'm like a grown-ass dude, but like, when you already have all the furniture, in order to really redecorate, you first need to figure out where you're going to put the old furniture, and that's a big hassle, so... And also I'm very much someone that believes in not being wasteful, and I feel like throwing away a perfectly good like wardrobe would be wasteful. So yeah. Okay, now we can go make some money. We just need to make 10k and we can start building. Not a good start. I'm gonna get examined before you sell, right? Get pitfalled, idiot. Just like the good old days. Truly. Hello. Oh? That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting gold to come flooding out. An emerald. I'm assuming the rocks will respawn. That makes sense. That'd be kind of crazy otherwise. Oh, it's you again. I keep talking to the same guy, thinking it's going to be the bear, and it's not the bear. I don't even know where the bear lives on the map. I haven't figured out where everyone's houses are yet. Rip. Someone didn't water the flowers. Oh! Yeah, I want to see if like money bags come out. Just a bug. I don't think there was a net for me to buy, right? So I can't get bugs right now. But that's fine. What you guys doing on that bridge? Chilling? Bing chilling? You know, I came on thinking I was going to talk about like life stuff, but I'm actually more invested in the game than I expected. I'm getting distracted from that. But I mean, we talked about some good stuff so far. Let me also put the bed in as well. Those of you that have recently got in, you guys want to see my Bob Ross painting? Check it out. Got a tree, there's a house, like a wooden hut in the corner, and then in the middle, there's a mole popping out of the ground. Right. See, in Wild World, the way you logged in and out, you would go up into like an attic, get on a bed, and you'd log out that way, and everyone else would be sleeping up there, all your other characters. And that had its charm, but it also made it so having a bedroom was pointless. So I guess I can understand why they got rid of that. What else did I get? I also got a food tray. I don't intend to like... Oh, and a question mark block, that's right. Oh my god, it's so big. You know what? Hang on a minute. Let me cook. There we go, bedside table. Can I put a tray on top? Probably not, right? Can! Well, well, well. Blue's Clues mentioned? When did I do that? Oh. I see. Congrats on your newfound mayorhood. Someone decided not to be mayor due to reasons, and now I'm the mayor. Makes sense. Well, we need to keep this safe, otherwise people will know that I wasn't elected, guys. Oh. Never mind. Ah. I thought it was in my inventory for some reason. Why do you have socks on the floor? I didn't have any furniture and it looked empty, so I took my socks off and I put them on the floor. Also, gals without socks is kind of a vibe. Don't take that the wrong way. But socks are kind of eh. You know what I mean? I knew you'd take it the wrong way. It's like it's just it makes it's like what are those shoes that are very like low? People tend to wear like summer socks or no socks with them, and it's like it gives more of like that's not what I mean. Forget it, he wouldn't understand. It's a fashion thing. Not to say they're unfashionable, but I mean you don't understand that it's coming from a fashion point of view, so anyway. It's the same reason like a vest might be more appealing than a t-shirt, you know? It just gives you a very summery feel, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. My fashion consists of yoga pants and t-shirts. Goodness me. Everyone bowed. Oh, yo! The bear. Everyone bow before the fashionista guys. Teddy! My hobby is training my board. It's always at least one health now, huh? Bangle's house. I keep looking at Bangle's house. Where is Teddy's house then? Oh? Quilson is moving in. Really? Well, we have Teddy too now. There's Pearl's house. Teddy must be up here then. There you go. Teddy's right by the edge. Yeah. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. On women at least. Depends on the guy. It's a feminine vibe to me, but some guys can pull it off. Hey, you can know about fashion and not adhere to it, you know what I mean? Like, I know I could make a better room than the one I have, you know what I mean? But I just haven't put the effort in, that's all. Doesn't mean I don't have the know-how. Buddy? Does that mean somebody posted? Today is Father's Day. Technically, actually it is now, for me. Isn't that sweet? Wait, that was the... It was a deal after 6 PM and I bought like multiple things from them. Well, I needed it now, I guess. But then again, I could have time traveled, so I kind of got debated there. Geez, happy Father's Day, those of you that are celebrating. Do rocks randomly give you money? Was that a thing in the first Animal Crossing? I know it was in Wild World. I feel like they changed it every time. For me and in Wild World it's a thing, but it doesn't seem to be a thing in this game. Instead, I got an emerald. One of them broke open and I got an emerald randomly. I was today years old when I realized the reason Blathers is always asleep is because he's nocturnal. It's the first one. If you hit them... Oh, that was in Wild World as well. Yeah, not just the GameCube one. Accessible. I like that I can do multiple. That's a nice tweak. You played GameCube at 5 years old? I feel like you were too young for GameCube. Okay, he doesn't like forcefully ask you right away. That's good. That's a good change as well. I want to see how much the emerald sells for. If I can make 10 grand without the fossils, I'll donate the rest. How much we got? 3,000? Oh, we spent a lot. It's all thanks to this Halo being like a quarter of my money, dude. More than that. But it was so worth it. No. How much does this sell for? That's an easy win. Well, it was my family's poor, that's all I own. Yeah, I remember playing on, I remember at my, like, primary school. Or at one of my schools, I should say. there was Windows XP, right? Like my first experience with like a computer outside of my house, and meanwhile we had like Windows 98 at home. Always 10 steps behind, let me tell you. Okay, what we got? Two Stego torsos, so definitely sell that. How much does that give you? Ooh. Yo, we can make 200 without selling. Sorry, Teddy, excuse me. We can make 200 without selling the ones that we haven't gotten before, so let's actually do that, and then we can like win-win this, you know? Sell some shells. I also got my Game Boy Advance pre-owned, and it was an SP by then. My sister got a GBA, but I'm going to assume that she probably got second hand as well. I can't remember. Most of our games were second hand, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like, picking up older games and being like, having no idea, because you know back in the day you didn't have like a million different news outlets you were listening to. You're just picking things up and going, oh, it looks cool, and then reading the back. Yeah, I found some cool games and had some fun experiences that way that I probably wouldn't have had before if I'd looked at reviews or whatever. What am I full on? Fair enough. It was just one side of the beach, by the way, that's crazy. Wish they had a box like in Stardew, that'd be nice. I feel like that was a thing in Horizons, I could be wrong though. Time to sell, sell, sell. That is a totally fair price for some shells. Remember my family got donated a bunch of computer games as discs. Yeah, if you don't know the names of the games, it's going to be very difficult to see them again. Oh, shell. Just now? What made you decide to do that all of a sudden? Wonder how many days I'm gonna have to wait for a real house. He didn't even ask you to confirm, he's too greedy. He can't let go of the money once he picks it up. For your birthday, ah. Speaking of which, it's officially your birthday today for me, so happy birthday. The color of my roof. I want a blue roof. Hold it. Changed my mind. Red roof. Yes. Yippee! .5 more hours. Others, surprise, you're getting all the fossils, except the duplicate that I just sold. I still have all the discs pretty much of the games that I played, so... Let's go take a look. Those two happen to be really big as well, so it's not surprising you'd be able to find, like, stuff for them. Got 1/3 of a stego. Hey, it's not her birthday for you yet. We're close enough, I guess. Head of a Megaceratops. Museum's a bit simpler looking this time, or is that just me? A tail of a... one of those. Where's the door? I'm gonna look at the bug room and see if it's more diverse. Because I feel like it was, yeah. Yeah, you're in different parts of the US, that's what's fooled you. There you go, something a bit more unique and interesting. Gonna be lovely in here. Absolutely lovely. I could turn the camera the whole time? I had no idea. Or is that just a this place thing? Let him rest. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's go fishing. You know what I like about fishing in Animal Crossing? I don't have to worry about 50 million baits. You just do it, you know? Like the baits are supposed to make it more interesting, but actually they're a pain in the ass. What did I do wrong? Yeah, some games don't age well, especially when they've got like direct competitors later in the year. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. New Leaf enjoyers. Not sure why it worked that time, but okay. I might come back to the Horizons one day, assuming I ever finish with this one. Apparently there's a lot of content in this one compared to New Horizons, so might be the game for me. Wanna chat? Thanks for the advice. You ever notice how a lot of people long for simpler times, but then at the same time will often be the one making their life as complicated as possible? Not even by doing too much, but by overthinking everything. You know, I'm definitely guilty of that. I'll underthink some things that I need to be thinking about, and then I'll overthink other things that don't really matter in the long run. Another bluegill. Can you donate duplicates in this game? I don't think you can, right? I guess we can test that with all these bluegills. Honey, I'm home. What on earth? I'm gonna ask you what the hell you're doing in this house. Original game has been erased from existence, wasn't even originally distributed. You know, there's a website, I can't remember what it's called now. It's myabandonware.net or something like that. And it's for games which don't have any, like, support anymore. You can't find anywhere. You might find that helpful too. Just bear in mind there's a limited amount of games on there because they need permission to put them on. They can't just put everything up there. You know what I mean? It's not a pirate site. It's legitimately stuff that like no one can distribute anymore. A good example is Need for Speed Most Wanted. That's how I played it on this channel. Because the game isn't sellable due to license issues. Need for Speed Most Wanted? Hell yeah. Life hack? It's great. Honestly, it's entirely possible that there may be some stuff on there that shouldn't be. I don't know. But it is a site aimed at game preservation. That's a similar deal, I think. Yeah, for older games that you can't really get properly anymore. You know, there was a game I bought, Transformers, like the movie game. I bought it on PC, on CD, like, or DVD, I should say. I guess CD. I don't know. Years and years after it was like, you know, old. Like I bought it a long while later, because I used to own the PS2 game, and it's the same game just on PC, right? Saying hi. I should go to the museum first for my experiment. And that shit just didn't run properly on my version of Windows. I can't remember if that was on Windows 8 or 10 that I tried that. But 10 wouldn't be any better, so I ended up barely playing it, and then after playing Need for Speed in like a sort of refurbished version on PC, I realized I could find a version of Transformers that's also like that. And what do you know, it worked perfectly. So there you go. Let's see what happens if I try to give him 2 bluegills. Two. Let's see. We have 3 bluegills, so I'm going to try and give him 2. Let's see how he reacts. Okay, so you can't give him more than 1. Okay. Take a bubble steed. And pale chub, because they're easy to find and they're probably not worth much. Ever wonder why a museum has a collection of live fish? Just think about that for a moment. You know what place I need? I need the hairdressers. Like, dude, I didn't get to choose my character looks or anything. I honestly thought that would be a thing in this game. You know, like you'd at least choose like your face, but you don't at all. In Wild World, you did a series of questions and that would change your face. But in this, it seems like they just roll a random dice and you're just stuck with it. Kind of weird, champ. Why did I come home? That's not where I meant to go at all. Dang. Yeah, the legal definition is kind of strict. Isn't Reforged the same game but with a new paint? No, it's not, because they had to reanimate stuff. Oh. Well, you can find other less legitimate ways to find it, I suppose. But yeah, that's how they keep the site up, by towing the legal line, you know? Because at the end of the day, they're not trying to just give away free games, they're trying to preserve games. And that's... The unfortunate thing is, when it comes to... what is that? Teddy was in here earlier just to give his certificate. Huh. I want... Oh, okay, you can't sell fish like that. That's not surprising. Time to sell, sell, sell. Fish are worth a bit more than fruit, that's for sure. Or not. Apparently not. I was mistaken. Hi. Nah, I'll save you money. I'm assuming by doing that I can stop them from buying ridiculous furniture. Or something. Huh. I guess we've made a lot of money from fossils, so that's like inflated my idea of what money we can make. Is there ocean fish also? I bet ocean fish are worth more, right? Ocean fishing's more dangerous. Not in this game, but generally speaking. Oh, it's a butterfly. I'm not seeing ocean fish. Oh, there we go. God damn it. Alright, Fussy, here. Wow. That was the fussiest tin can of all time, let me tell you. Sea bass. See a bass. God damn it. No way you don't see that. I feel like I had a similar issue to you as well, man, at one point. I remember which game it was now. There was like the remake and the original was like... Yeah. Why? Huh? Is it just that the timing is a lot tighter on the harder fish or something? Yo, I got a Dory. Let's go. Sea bass? Yeah. You again? Sea bass? Tell me, mans. Do you ever have deep philosophical, emotional conversations with your friends? Or is it more light-hearted, jokey, maybe the odd interest or what have you? You know? Is friendship what you believed it would be? I mean, anyone can answer that question, but I'm kind of asking everybody this stuff. Call it a consensus. Are you too distracted to answer my question? What kind of bang was it? The echoey? Was it thuddy? A loud one. Yikes. I hope nobody got hurt. Could be some douchebag with a firework or something though. Oh. Okay. Stay safe and happy birthday. Especially with Phoebe comes in and goes for goofy cats to if God created everything. Okay, so you have philosophical questions. Or talks, but what about like your emotional state, you know? How you're doing and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to talk about philosophy. And yeah, I've had that occasionally, I suppose. Maybe I just have more on my mind than the average person. I didn't consider that to be a possibility, but maybe that's why I always feel unfulfilled in that sense. Because I always feel like there's more unsaid, you know? Maybe. Also, it's not just about speaking, is it? It's also about feeling heard as well. Because if you talk to somebody and they don't pay attention or they're straight up ignoring you, that feels worse than just not talking at all, you know? Because then it's like, well, not only does no one want to listen, but they're actively not listening, you know? Damn it. Speaking of God, by the way, I've been watching. I watched like two or three videos about. Yeah, three actually. 3 videos about near-death experiences recently. They're going into a rabbit hole. Called it Collecting Consensus once again, but I was just looking for similar themes and different interpretations and stuff. Mostly just Phoebe still, but we wasn't sure how we're doing. Oh yeah, going on medication, it doesn't really matter what medication it is. If it's like a decently strong medication, yeah, it can be rough. Even if you're doing like perfectly okay in life, medication can still like mess you up so much. It can make you feel more ill than what you're treating at first. Trust me, I know. Yeah, you know what they say about traditional men? They say traditional men don't empathize, they solve. Apparently, supposedly. I don't think that applies to everybody, but I do think that's a pattern with men, for sure. I'm someone who kind of leans to both. If I don't see an inherent solution, then I guess I do lean towards solutions actually. But not as heavily as some dudes, because I know that not everything can be solved, and sometimes people just need to listen, and I do that as well. It all depends. God damn it. Give me that lobster. Or is that a bug? That's a bug. Finally. But yeah, things that I've heard about near-death experiences on the subject of God and stuff, and I'm not a religious person, I've made that pretty known. I'm open-minded, but I'm not like, you know, part of any religion or anything. But how much room we got left? Probably not a lot, right? Yeah. Okay, let's donate some stuff. It's like I got some comfort from the idea that we might just be like, well, at least the theme that I got across the 3 that I watched was that we were like beings of energy that can't actually be killed. And this is all part of like a mission or an experience that we're supposed to go through so we can overcome certain things, I think. Something along those lines. And it's a comforting idea in some ways because it's like, especially because apparently I got one in my watch list that's apparently about how we choose our lives. That's a comforting idea that I could be like, okay, I struggled really hard. Let me go for like an easier life this time, you know. And also the way they talk about this other realm and how full of love and warmth it is, and how like all the negative emotions just wash away and they feel at peace. I don't necessarily believe it, but it's nice to think about at least. If there was an afterlife, how would you want it to be, and would it mean living eternally, and would you want to live eternally? Nothing, thank you. It's not you lagging, by the way, that's the game that does that. It scares me every time. Make sure we don't lose all our progress here. Oh, Bree's okay. Speaking of problems, by the way, people always talk about solutions and how things will pass and things like that, but there are problems in this world that don't get solved and they don't have a solution or an end necessarily. And the only real solution you can come up with is to essentially make sure that you can cope with the situation as best as you can, you know, because if it's not going anywhere, the only thing you can do is live around it, right? But even if you do that, how much you can give me? Fine. I had to pay a fee because I gave her a can. Living internally will be fine if you got bored. Well, it wouldn't be because according to these people, you don't remember. You remember everything when you get back to that form. But then it's time for you to choose a new life at some point, and when you're ready to move in and do the next stage or whatever, and then you can just choose to be someone new, and you forget that past life, and you're discovering everything all over again, basically. I have a similar fantasy about how I would want my life to be if I was eternal, where I could choose to be who I want to be. What I'm good at, what I'm bad at, what kind of ability I have. what world I want to be in, you know? Like almost like starting a video game. And I've played video games before, but you know, you can always play a new game in a new environment, and that's kind of what my idea is. And that sounds like not exactly the same, but similar to what people are talking about. Oh, the train goes past, that's cool. But yeah, if you were choosing your lives, and like, I mean, we're also talking a place where you're a being of energy and you can do whatever you want to do and whatnot, and bring into existence whenever you want to bring into existence. So that would be a lot of things to explore right there as well. One thing I disagree with on the immortality is boring argument is that, oh, you'll get bored because you run out of new things to do. But take a look at our lives and ask yourself honestly, how much of our time do we spend doing things we've never done? And how much of our time do we spend doing things we always used to do? And how much do people talk about getting back into a hobby or moving back to a place and feeling that happiness all over again? Like, just because something isn't new doesn't make it boring, right? I visit my favorite games all the time. You know, I still think fondly back on books that I read a long time ago. I still rewatch movies that I like, you know, and I'm not bored. I get a definite experience from watching it blind, sure, but you know, I find it hard to believe, even if you just look at Earth as it is on its own, ignoring any other possibilities, past or future, even if it's just this Earth right now, the amount of things we can do, like the amount of stuff we have never tried, that we could do in all kinds of different ways, and like there's a lot. And some of it is more accessible than others, of course. Some of it depends on the weather or how much money you earn, what country you live in, maybe your physical attributes, or even your gender in some cases. But even if you add restrictions, like a lot of those restrictions can be removed entirely. And for the stuff that is restricted, you know, so be it. There's so many things you can still do that it doesn't really matter. So I don't agree with the idea that immortality would be boring. I do agree though that if you lost a lot... Is that another person moving in? No, that's Coulson. Wasn't there another one like just up here? Or am I crazy? But yeah, I do think that like, losing all your loved ones would be pretty rough. We're gonna have to live as a hermit for the most part. Well, people don't manage to become bored of life in a very long natural life, but eternity is a long time. But I disagree. Because here's the thing, right? If you get burnt out on doing something, you stop. And maybe one day you come back when that burnout is worn off and you redo it again, you know? If you're talking about eternity, then let's say I play like I'm a gamer for like my first 100 years of my life, right? Totally doable. You know, maybe with some movies and stuff on the side. And I decide at age 100, you know what? I got tired of gaming. I'm going to go do something else. So I go become a professional runner. Or I go skiing regularly. Or I learn how to dance. and I do all these other things, you know, another 100 years could go by before I even think about playing video games again. And by that time, they're way different. But even if they weren't, I'm still going to get the urge to play those old games that I used to play because I had all those memories of them, you know? There's also the possibility that as an immortal, we wouldn't necessarily have all our memories. In which case, you could wait so long that you forget everything about that hobby and it's like new to you again. So I don't really prescribe to the idea that you can get bored of life in terms of like being immortal, assuming you have access to life. In a vacuum, you'd definitely get bored though. But that's why when I said I could be whoever I want to be and go to whatever world I want to go to, that was part of my like fantasy of what I would want my afterlife to be like. Because I wouldn't want to be like the same person the whole time necessarily, because that's less variety in like the human experience. But also, even if I'm immortal and I stay on the same planet forever, eventually there's going to be nothing left on that planet, and then I'm kind of screwed. Or if the heat death of the universe comes and then I got nowhere else to go, you know? Like I have thought about that stuff. That stuff is definitely the biggest limiter for immortals. Assuming the heat death of the universe doesn't overwrite your immortality, in which case you were just an extremely long living, mostly immortal mortal. So kind of a different argument at that point. Hey man, do you like my shirt? I made it myself. Pretty, right? It's a shame about the seam, but there's nothing I can do about the seams. Yeah. I improvised the entire pattern. And the colours. All improv. But you know what's really crazy though? There are people that dedicate their lives to certain hobbies. Like, even after that hobby is over for them, like they're too old to do it or whatever, it evolves into a hobby talking about the past or looking at watching other people do it. Like, for example, an artist, right? An artist, if you're a professional artist, I'm glad you're okay, Brie, welcome back. Then, you know, maybe you get into it enough where you can do it as a job and it becomes like your passion and your life, and your achievements are gauged by your next piece of art. You know, that's like your gauge for success and your motivation, your passion. And then you get so old, or maybe you run out of ideas or something, that you can't paint anymore. But then you can just become a curator of art, or a reviewer of art, or simply an expert in art. And the hobby stays, but it evolves into a whole new form. And that person has spent their entire life on basically one hobby for the majority of the time. So what do you think about all the different hobbies out there? That's a lot of stuff that you can do. A lot of stuff. And there are new hobbies still coming out. Yoga didn't used to be a thing. VR didn't used to be a thing. You know, gaming at one point wasn't a thing. New hobbies are coming as well, and that's great. And there'll be more hobbies in the future, I imagine, that we haven't even imagined yet. Or maybe we can't even, like, we don't have the capability to do. Yeah, you know, it's definitely a risky one. I wouldn't accept immortality unless I knew there was somewhere I could go at the end. You know what I mean? So once Earth is no longer a viable place to be, if I knew I could go somewhere else at any time, I don't know, like time travel or an alternate universe or something, then I'd be cool with it. So who knows? Then again, existence is pain. So who wants to live anyway? Who wants to live forever, as Freddie Mercury would say? Oh, I was supposed to talk to Isabel. Let's do that after this. She's been waiting for me the whole time. How long have we had that shell? What was that other section of the museum for? Oh, art. I'm assuming I can buy that from like the sussy guy. What about my art? My art is history too. My art is also worth remembering. Why is that a weird inventory, by the way? Why not give me these 3 spaces? Very strange. If I just shout like flea market, what happens? Oh, okay. Why was he working on night? What was he working on? Furniture? This is all second hand. Everyone experiences pain, but imagine a total life where you don't have to expend more energy than you have working to sustain yourself. True. Yeah, a huge part of the stress is just knowing whether or not you're going to survive, right? That's the biggest stress on like most people's mind is like, can I pay the bills? Can I put food on the table? Like, if you're an immortal, odds are you don't need, if like a true immortal, not just like you live a long time, then you don't need sustenance, food or water. And if you don't take sustenance, then you don't need to use the toilet. And even if you don't shower for like a bajillion years, which I mean, you could just wash in a pond or something if you were desperate, you're not going to get sick. And even if you did get sick, it wouldn't kill you. You could just live on a bench. It wouldn't be a nice life, but hey, you have like that backup of, okay, I don't need to eat, I don't need to drink, I don't need these things to survive. Where other people have to worry about those things, and yeah, that's right. That's a good point. That is a good point. I think the major points of stress for an immortal would be companionship, just any companionship, having to deal with the troubles of being immortal in a world which doesn't cater for immortals. Like, you gotta think, after a certain age, everyone's gonna start declaring them dead every like few years, you know? They have to deal with that shit, and that's a pain in the ass. Being declared dead can really mess up your whole life. But yeah, beyond that, it would be like the usual, yeah, like companionship, and if they're working, maybe work stress and stuff like that. But I think the biggest de-stressor about being immortal would be never feeling like you're wasting your time. If you have infinite time, suddenly you can stand in Animal Crossing for 7 days straight just doing this. And it doesn't matter, because you're going to have the time to do everything you ever want to do. Which is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, survival is the biggest stressor. Survival and not having enough time to do the things you want to do. And an immortal doesn't really have to worry about those most major stress points at all. So that's the big appealing part about being immortal for me, actually, yeah. Well, I know, right? Not only do you have a permanent home, but the world ain't gonna end on you. You can just go back in time or go to a different world. Like, it's awesome. The Doctor kind of has it made, Loki. I'm stupid. I still didn't talk to her. I knew I forgot something. I need to go talk to her like right now. Let me go back in. I'm so silly. I got too distracted. Get back in there. Oh. She didn't complain about not being talked to, which is good. Because I totally forgot to do that. Yeah, loneliness is loneliness and the death of others is the two huge things, yeah. Now I'm pretty busy. Got a whole hour of sleep last night, just wearing the good. a cutie. Okay. % approval is crazy for Breath of the Wild. Selling stuff to the recycle shop. It's okay. I'm ending now, man's anyway. So, well, in a moment I will. Yeah, thanks for the chat though. It was good. That's the kind of chats I wanted to have tonight. Okay, let's hit the current town tune. That makes it, okay, that extends the no, I see. You guys like it? I like it. It took me some time, but perfection takes time, guys. Hey, that's pretty good. I haven't got a new flag yet, though. Oh, I see. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, bro, you like my painting? I made it myself. And the t-shirt. I made the t-shirt myself too. Hell yeah. I love the little mole. He came out really well. The tree's a bit big, but other than that, I think I did a good job. I think I did a pretty good job. Ooh. Okay, well, that'll do for today's stream. The rest would just be me fishing for like hours on end. And we got our house paid for, so next time I do this, I'll have a house, which would be great. And actually decorate it a little bit. Put that picture on the wall. Get some new stuff for it, maybe. A little bit at a time, you know, a little bit at a time. But yeah, see, do I have enough people to raid with? Not really. I didn't expect to have too many people, so I'm glad that some peeps showed up. I appreciate it. Because yeah, this is a crazy time for me to stream. No one A expects it, or B is like necessarily going to be up for it. So thank you for everyone who did show up. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna head off, so have a good night, and I'll be on Baldur's Gate stream tomorrow on with Francis, Cyril, and Lenkia. If you want to watch it through one of them. I do not stream it anymore. They do stream it though, so yeah, that's one way you can watch it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys either on Bree's stream after that, or on Tuesday. Well, I forget what. I guess we'll find out. Bye bye.